Greetings to you all and welcome specially to the Engineer Construction Lecture Hall. It's a platform that is designed specifically to create awareness as regards to construction. All right, the primary objective is to provide vital information that will help to enhance a better built environment. Okay, so today we want to look at a topic that is what having in mind as regards to construction, and that is delays in construction. Delays in construction. All right, so that's the topic for today. We are going to look at delays in construction. Now, construction involves a lot of activities, and these activities are being provided, are being timed. Okay, they are time bound. Okay, they are time bound. All right, they are time bound, and they are captured in the critical path method of analysis. Okay, this critical path method of analyzing the timing for the completion of our project. All right, it is what we refer to as network analysis. Okay, now this is one of the methods under network analysis. Now this network analysis shows the time when a particular project is expected to commence and when it is expected to end. All right, now usually you see that construction activities are segmented into different sub activities. Now these activities are also timed. Okay, they are being programmed for certain period of time. All right, so once a particular activity elapses, the next activity will follow suit. All right, but in a situation whereby we have delays in construction, you see that there will be an overlap. Okay, there will be a carryover of activities. Okay, there will be carryover of activities. All right, there will be carryover of activities which will have a negative impact in the overall running of that construction work. All right, so but today we are looking at some of the factors that can cause delays in construction. All right, those factors are: one, the budget, okay, or the financial involvement. Okay, the financial involvement. Now, most times you see that the client haven't known the cost of the entire project being presented by the quantity surveyor. Now, it is the place of the client to provide every financial backing that project requires. So, in a case where there are lapses in the release of funds, it can hinder the sequential flow of that construction work. So financial involvement is one of those factors that causes delay in our construction work. All right, so it's important that those finances for the smooth execution of that work, it is important that the finances required are being placed or being lodged into an account such that it will not have effect on the overall running of that construction site. Now, another point I want to talk about is inadequate supply of materials. inadequate supply of materials, that is construction materials. Now you know, prior to the construction work, the actual construction work, materials are brought to site, like your sand, your coarse aggregate, you know, your cement and other building materials. They are brought to site, and most times we provide storerooms for these materials so that the materials will be brought in bulk, okay, so that there won't be any truncation in the running of that construction work. All right, but in the case where we have inadequate supply of these materials, okay, you see that the construction work will be paused for a while. For example, there are some cases where the granite, the coarse aggregate, you know, gets exhausted at site. You see that due to the distance where this this aggregate is brought, you know, where it's being transported from is quite distant. You see that it will now, you know, a kind of cause a delay in the running of that construction work. All right, so most times it is important we get these materials ready at site so that we can carry out this construction work without any form of hindrances in the course of the work. All right, then I want to also draw our attention to in terms of bad working drawing, bad working plan. Now you see that when the plan is not properly read, okay, and properly designed, you see that there will be kind of discrepancies, you know, at site. Most times you see that there are some buildings that will be designed. Now when you get to the site to carry out setting out, you discover that the area of that building is quite larger than the provided plot of land. All right, now this shows that that design is faulty, that architectural design is faulty. So there is need to, you know, go back and redesign that structure. Then in some cases too, you see that once a structural design work is not done properly, you know, at site, you see some discrepancies in terms of the dimensions of these various components and all of that. You know, you see that there will be need to redesign that structure. Then also there are some cases where you get to the site, the soil looks very weak, okay, and during the design it was not considered. You see that there is need to redesign that structure, you know, to fit in the kind of soil that is found at site there. All right, so when you have a bad working plan, it will also cause delay in the construction of work. Then we also have approval, okay, approval of drawing, working drawing, approval of working drawing. Now in some cases you see that approval of working drawing can also cause delay in the construction work, okay, because most times you see that they might issue an initial permit for construction. All right, then subsequently they will also provide, you know, necessary backings to that. Okay, so approval of working drawing also causes delay in the construction, but most importantly, the delay for this is associated to prior to construction. Okay, prior to construction. So these are some of the factors that causes delay in our construction work. Please, if there are questions as regards to this, you can send them across for further clarification. I'm going to stop here for today. Thank you so much and do have a wonderful day. Thank you.